What's up, everybody? It's your girl Cici, and we are here with another episode of Open Book with Cici. And as you can see, we are not in a typical studio, but we're in a special studio with Ruggo.
How's it going, y'all?
Yeah.
Welcome to One Way Studios.
Okay, One Way Studios, you know, Swift Publishing Records in the building. And shout out to Pops, you know what I'm saying? And Pops was just over here dancing because I got an exclusive listen. I know if you guys didn't make it to the release party or was a listening party.
Private listening, yeah.
Private listening party. I got a private listening right now. And if you guys, please go check it out. When it comes out, it's going to drop on
the 12th, September 12th.
On Even Biz first. So make sure y'all do that support for everybody that's like, I want to support people and do this. You can go to Even Biz and you can purchase it, right?
Directly.
And then all the proceeds go to you.
To me, and split up with everyone who worked on the album.
So if you guys want to support. If not, it will be dropping on platforms pretty soon after that. So we'll keep you updated. So we're gonna get into you, sir.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I've been all over the place, man.
Man, talk about it. You have so much stuff coming up, and you've been doing listening parties, and you've been showing up at different events, and just kind of talk about your life real quick.
It's been cool. After finishing this project, we've had a lot of running around with like shows. The listening event. Just being seen in the right places, being at the right even panels and stuff, whatnot, just so that we're always moving forward in the scene that we're in, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just been a lot of that, especially with after working on the project, because we have to figure where we're going to go with the project.
Yeah.
And what the strategy is. So like you said, with it dropping on Even first and then a couple weeks after or everywhere else, it's just been a learning of a lot of things while we've been staying on the road and doing it. So
okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump actually right into it real quick before we have a little fun.
Okay.
So just kind of talk about the project, how it came about with you and My Guy Mars, and just first off, how did you and My Guy Mars first start? And then let's get into that.
Well, we first started a while back, you know. I think, man, when we first really found out who Mars was, we were actually at Chrissy B's Men in Music Media 3.
Okay.
And it was in the back room of where the study was, where they were doing an after church that day. So shout out Chrissy. We pulled up there because G.I. Joe was on the panel, but he didn't end up making it. But we still showed up anyway because Chrissy ended up putting us on the cypher.
Nice.
So it was cool. We got to, rock the stage and then learn a little bit more about who was in the area. We got the network, then shoot back the other way, and then we seen that after church was happening. We were like, oh, what's this? We got the info on it. Rocked one. Rocked a couple, actually. SoCal was real cool. Shout out DJ SoCal. He's the one that put me on after church.
Okay, shout out DJ.
And then after about the first 2 or 3 after churches, Mars was like, all right, we got to lock in. We got to work. Because he heard a song that I did. And he was like, okay, I see where we could go with this. Yeah. And then I did the first 2 EPs. They're called Art Dealers 1 and 2.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone was really too familiar, but me and Mars did that. That was like our first step, our first collaboration. And I'd like to think that it was very, it was me-esque in the beginning because me and Mars were still trying to figure each other out and, learn how to work together and collab well. And he was showing me a lot of things. I was still doing my own thing. And then after some time, I dropped my own albums, and then we doubled back to this.
Yeah, okay.
And then he was finally like, all right, let's get locked in. Let's do a whole project, a whole album. So this was 10 songs, very fine-crafted, very songwriting guided.
Okay.
And executively produced by Mars because he's a phenomenon.
If y'all don't know his history, I'm telling you, I'm still learning about this man, but this man's resume it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. So I just had to take direction, and I think that's something that I've learned is an unspoken strength as an artist is you have to learn how to take direction from people who are doing it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be up here at a certain level if they weren't right about certain things. And a lot of artists get caught up in their ego thinking, I'm right. Oh, what I'm doing is right. So I had to fucking get rid of that and be like, Mars, let's figure this out here. And then he showed me.
What's a piece of advice that you'll always remember that he told you?
Oh, always less is more because that just became the theme of this project, I think. A lot of times when I was trying to do too much, he was like, you're doing too much.
Okay.
There's a lot of syllables here, or there's a lot of ideas here. Just, break it down so that anyone who's listening, no matter if they're smart, not, here, there, have this experience or don't, they're going to understand it.
Yeah, okay.
So that was something that I tried to kind of implement into my pen working forward with this whole thing with Mars. So.
Yeah. And then you also have a couple of features on there. You got Daisy Lynn, you got Bria Miles. So kind of talk about how those came about too, and what was their role for those that haven't heard anything yet.
The one with Daisy came about. We ran into her at the Slauson Super Mall for like a Crenshaw Day. It was an event that they were doing. I don't fully remember, but they had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and we were just there supporting the homies, and we ran into her that day. That's when our relationship began. Pop started talking to her. I talked to her. Loved the music, back and forth. And then one day we just like was at the studio making some music to the album, and we figured, hey, we could just invite her because like things were starting to get a lot better. We were more knowing of each other by that point. So it was just a no-brainer. She was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. As soon as she pulled up to the studio, Mars already had an idea, and so we just kind of executed the idea. So
how long did it take for this project to come about?
We started it about, I want to say 9 to 10 months ago from now. So it's now like the top of the year, I'd say. So around when we dropped Home for Now, we had probably about a couple songs already together, and then we figured, okay, let's start getting the project. So we were about maybe 1 to 2 songs deep before we figured, okay, project time. And then we're like, all right, let's make the project. So
what songs didn't make it? Or how many, I should say. Pops in the background. 2.
Yeah, 2. Well, yeah. There was more than 10 songs. There was like probably 12 to 13, maybe 12 official songs. And one of them, there was a couple other, or no, there was just one other artist on it. And we didn't really get the clearance for that one. And then the other one, the beat was used with a different artist, a phenomenal singer. We met her at After Church. Her name's Susan Carroll.
Shout out Susan.
She fucking demolished that beat. So I'm not even mad. Like, I just let her have that one. You know?
Right, you got it. You got it, sis. So speaking of clearance for samples, you actually have a song. Where's it at? Fly Ghetto Shit. Sorry, Fly Ghetto Shit. You got a sample of the Hot Boys. I Need a Hot Girl. So it's not the beat sample, but the flow. You sampled the flow. So kind of talk about like why and how and all that good stuff.
I don't even think I recognized that.
Really?
I don't even think I realized. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. But well, look here.
That was something. Like when we just let me tell you how the Bria Miles song kind of came about. So. Mars was already in the studio working on this beat. Like going crazy. We pull up. We're like, all right, cool. We just sit down, start smoking, listening to the beat. He already has the idea. I don't even want to say nothing because most of the album is just like he knows what he's going to want me to do. He just wants to see how I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I'm sitting down there figuring, okay, like how I'm going to execute. And Bria Miles walks in, introduces us to her. And as soon as the beat is like loaded up into whatever it is, the software that he was using, he's like, all right, Bria, let's go. And then as soon as they're in the studio, they just start making that hook. What you on, boy? I'm awesome. So then he was like, all right, we need a response. So he called me in, told me to do the same thing back, and then that's just how it came about.
It's still dope though. So if you don't know, that's nostalgia. A lot of people are going to put that reference together. So
that's why.
Shout out to the flow, and my guy Mars. I'm pretty sure he knew what he was doing. He probably knew that.
He probably really knew that, and I didn't even realize. So you're bringing this to light for me because it's like, oh damn, that's what's up.
But people are gonna love that because of nostalgia. Now that's obviously your dad's favorite song because he was having a great time.
Oh, it was fun,
Fly Ghetto Shit.
That was a great one.
So so when you guys listen to that, just know that we got Hot Boys in the building as well. So also you have do you ever feel like people need a West Coast anthem? Because one of the songs on here, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the anthem for sure. But do you feel like all West Coast artists have to have a West Coast anthem, whether it blows up or not? Like that has to be the anthem for them.
It kind of depends. Because there's a lot of West Coast artists who don't really make the West Coast part of their identity too well, and that's not. There's nothing entirely wrong with that, you know. There's a lot of people who kind of have like cross cultural reference identity, you know what I mean? Like they like the East Coast, or they like over here, or they like that. So I'm not mad at that, but I think when you come from the area and you're working with people who's from the land, and you're in San Fernando Valley, and you've been to Lancaster, Bakersfield, everywhere, it's like, oh wow, you're really experiencing the West Coast, like whether you like it or not, whether you're from here or not. If you're an artist that has been put in this like bubble that I'm in right now, you're experiencing some West Coast shit. So
the
anthem, I guess it's an anthem. It kind of just came about because we were like, all right, yeah, the album definitely needs something to slump for the West Coasters because, I mean, that's kind of who we've been tapping in with, our demographic everywhere we go. So, like, every show will be, like, some fly cholos or some fucking lokes or, like, some, and they fuck with it, you know? So we're like, all right, let's make something that they're going to fuck with long term. And I guess, if it's an anthem, it's an anthem, but more just came about for them to enjoy. Okay. And we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your sound has improved since the beginning? Because I know probably, working with Mars and everything, it's been a crazy transition for you. But at what point where you were just like, this is different. I'm doing something different.
Every day it kind of settles in a little more that I am doing something like, I guess, more leveled every day, like another level up. But it's hard to comprehend sometimes. So like when I come back home after working at the studio over there, I forget that what I'm learning over there gets implemented into what I do on my own spare time, right? So you're in my studio right now. I spend a lot of time in here just by myself, even when he's not here, when I'm not on the phone with no one. I cook up in here with homies sometimes, but for the majority of the time, I'm in here. I've taken the notes from the studio over that way, bring it here every time, and I think every time that happens, I make something more new and more refined, something that's a little more refreshing for me. And I think that that's kind of how the process has been with working with Mars. So it's cool. I get to make stuff here, take it over there, let it get better, take it back over here. So it's dope. I guess that's the only way I could explain it. It's not like a finite, I get better when I do this, or I do this and now I feel like, it's just, wow. It settles in how much collaboration is really going on and how much that's bringing you up. Okay. So I guess that's kind of the way I answer that. Yeah.
Okay. Expensive habits. Do you have one? Like, what's something you're like, no matter how much money or how broke I get, I have to get this?
I mean, I smoke a lot of weed, bro.
Okay.
But that's not really too expensive with the connections that we have.
Okay, so shout out to the connections.
Expensive habit would be probably like, I don't know, like staying fresh, buying clothes. Okay. But I don't really shop too often for myself neither.
Okay. I mean, but you don't have kids or nothing, so.
Nah. I'm going to wait on that because that's going to be a way more expensive habit.
Don't have them.
Yeah, I'm kids. Cool. For a while at least.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Just don't have them. What's your favorite song on the album?
Wow. Let me think.
Take your time.
Because there's a lot of them that I really enjoy, even back to back. But I'd say like at least my top 3 is gonna have to be Expensive Habits for sure. I just really like how that one came about. Probably Ladies. Okay. With Daisy. Yeah. It was just fun, and there was a lot of good chemistry that night. I remember it. Like we was just in there for. Mars didn't even care how much long the time was extended. We were just there smoking, like listening to the song and then just bouncing off more ideas. So because of the memories, that one was a fun one. Okay. I think Don't Stop's just going to have to be the number one though. Yeah. Because that was the inception of the album. Like I said, like that was the first song that we did and realized, we need to make like a project surrounding this. So
who did the order?
Mars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mars thought of a majority of everything, like when it comes to the topics, the ideas, order, song, like everything, references, that's all his.
Okay. And then you were talking about how like you wrote everything, but he just kind of guided you through it or whatever.
He shifted and curated it and made it more like he just took Ruggo and Rubik's cubed him to the right Rubik's Cube Ruggo, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Just like,
shout out Mars, man. Yeah. Yes, we love that.
Yeah. That's the only way I could explain it.
That's the only way that matters. Because what? Shout out Mars. Yeah. And then you also had another project that came out June 17th. Sorry, not sorry. It's an EP. You have 5 songs that came out.
Wow. I forgot about that.
How? It just dropped.
I guess so, yeah. But we just keep working.
On this, though, so.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about that. First of all, I want to talk about who's singing on Foreign.
Me. Oh, in the background?
Yeah.
That's another sample. I couldn't be able to tell you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was because it kind of sounded like Giveon a little bit, but I was like,
It could be a Giveon sample. Like, I really don't know too much because there's not a lot of details on that beat. We just kind of got it shot to us. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I liked it because of that.
Oh, you're right.
So that's kind of why I chose it. It had that perfect vibe for what I was gonna write.
Yeah.
Towards. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's pretty much what I had to say about the
about the
EP. Yeah.
That's all good. It was a really
yeah,
just spur of the moment drop kind of EP.
We had only 11 minutes.
We had a bunch of stuff that we were sitting on that was like either little promo stuff or stuff that was tucked in a vault or things that we thought was like kind of just too hot to be sitting. So we just threw out a couple freestyles, a couple real songs, and some were like spitter, a couple were for the ladies, and then there's some that kind of just proved the whole verse of Ruggo, like where we going with it. So,
okay. Yeah, because it was real quick. It was only 11 minutes, and I was just like, all right, let's listen to it again. Like, let's go over it again. But I really like foreign. So.
I appreciate that. Yeah. It was almost like a hold you over kind of for the fans, because I knew that like it's been a while.
Yeah,
like
for
especially since dropping the last album like at the top of the year and then waiting for this one, I needed to give them something in between.
Yeah, so. And we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, obviously you've been rapping for a long time or whatever. Do you remember your first song?
I can't tell. I have a lot of early songs, so I couldn't tell you what the very, very first one is. Like I don't really remember, but I was telling Miss Heather B that my first song I could remember is called Adam and Teen, and I was a kid.
Oh,
I was like 13, 14, and we recorded it some night at my granny's house in my dad's room on like a laptop, and then the same night we're like, all right, we got to shoot a music video. So 14-year-old Ryan, my dad, and my little sister all shoot down to Hollywood. I'm wearing like sunglasses and I'm rapping Adam and Teen. Like
I love
and it was fun, that was really the beginning stages where I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is what I want to do.
Is it on YouTube?
It was, but I don't know if it still is. I have to find it because everything got kind of rebranded and shifted over the years so much that like I lost accounts or I made new ones and this didn't stay or that kind of stuff. So
sounds about right.
I'd have to dig. If I find some stuff, I'll
let me know. Yeah, I want to see it. Sure. So I'm gonna show y'all. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then obviously your family's very heavily involved. Your dad's heavily involved in your music with you as well. So kind of talk about how that just helps you shift through this crazy like world, because a lot of people are doing this by themselves with nothing. So
it gives me a lot of like working with my dad so hands-on on everything gives us the opportunity to learn together. So that's one thing. Like we're always going to have a mutual understanding of certain things because we got into it at a certain time. Not only that, but I know that I'm safe in everything that he says, and I have to trust what he says because his judgment and guidance is ultimately the best thing that he's trying to keep for me.
True.
So that I don't end up in the wrong places.
Right.
And he has a lot of experience too, like even before this. Like he was a rapper at one point and he had connections and knows the way to talk to people, all that kind of stuff. So that's something that's really benefited me because in these professional settings, a lot of times like a younger person might feel discouraged because they don't know what to say or know how to get their ideas off the right way. So he's kind of like a translator for that. Okay. He's like a good, I guess, cold call open, like, hey. And then if you're interested, you figure the rest out, So it's cool. It's like it gives us the ability to operate together as a team, schedule together as a team. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so it's dope. I'm very grateful to have a father manager because, a lot of artists don't have a manager and they're not able to do a lot. Yeah. And so I have to wake up every day and remind myself, like, damn, we do a lot. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I just wanted to talk about it because I just love how your dad's he's involved, but he's like, it's not like he's like, I'm here to just support you, but he really loves your music.
It's because we love the same stuff. Yeah. And we've gotten to the same points where it's like, why would we stop doing this? Like, no matter how crazy things get, no matter how unstable, no matter, even if they get better, this, that, or the third, like, we're going to keep doing it because this is just what we love doing. Yeah, this is what our whole life is built around. So it's like, why would we stop?
Why would you? Yeah.
You can't.
So. I love that. What's hip hop mean to you?
To me, it means like expression. And it's a very like deep sense of that. I don't mean that in a like generalization way. Yeah. I think identity is really important because a lot of times we grow up not really knowing who we are. We get crafted by other people around us. And hip hop's always been so like embracing of different people that you could really just be yourself and people will fuck with you.
Yeah, true.
And so that's awesome, because I think in a lot of other maybe genres of music at the time, like hip hop created a lane for people to express themselves and be themselves. Whereas if you was doing rock or jazz and you did some fucking way out of the line, you was probably looked at a little weird or like casted out, made into a subgenre. Hip hop's always had subgenres, but it's been like, oh no, but that's rap. That's hip hop. We accept you because you're rapping.
Right,
you like hip hop, and the elements of it, like if you don't have a basis of understanding of graffiti, breakdancing, beatboxing, DJing, and MCing, that's hip hop, because it's not just rapping. And I think a lot of artists probably get into hip hop and don't understand what it fully encompasses. They just be rapping and shit.
Yeah.
But when you come together with, I got like DJ friends now, and I have breakdancer friends or graffiti homies or beatbox. Like, it's crazy because now you get to see like how they had it back in the 70s and 80s when it first started, and the fact that people still doing that, it's wild. You get to come together with the community and be like, damn, hip hop.
This is hip hop.
You could go out into the street and like people be rapping or people be beatboxing, people be doing beats, but when you have it all come together, I think that's the hip hop ability of it.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, I do. What was your first introduction to hip hop?
No, I don't want to laugh. This is serious. I think my first introduction to hip hop really was what fully immersed me into hip hop was Logic. Like I really liked Logic a lot growing up, because he was very storytelling. And though he may have gotten very like, I don't know, I don't want to say political, but he got very just like too much talking about stuff. I liked his early stages where he was always like giving you something to relate to or reference or understand in the beginning stages of this artist stuff. Same thing with like Cole. I listened to a lot of Dollar and a Dream. And like his early stuff. That got me in the mode of like, oh, everyone feels the same way in the early stages. And he feels like this and he feels like that. So there's no reason for me to feel some type of way about what I'm doing.
True.
And I guess that was like my entry point. So that allowed me to want to be more like writing and more just making my own stuff. But I mean, there's been a lot of artists that really introduced me to hip hop. In the early stages when I was a kid. My dad was listening to a lot of Redman. I listened to a lot of Tribe Called Quest growing up.
There you go.
A lot of R&B stuff like with my mom. So all of it kind of just influenced the right entry point for me to start making my own stuff. You know.
Do you have a dream collaboration?
I think I have a few, but I'm not like too hell-bent on if they happen or not. I just know that if like Logic would probably be one. Just because 14-year-old Ryan would be like, that's crazy. And like, what the hell? That's wild. Like if I had a time machine in that moment and gone and seen that, I'd be like, yeah, that's crazy. Good job.
I did it.
That would be number one. I definitely think that I've always wanted to do something with Cole just because he can rap his ass off. And I think I could rap my ass off, but I don't display it so often until it's like brought out of me. And I think he'd be someone to bring it out of me just because I grew up listening to him a lot too. And there's a lot of other people I want to work with, but not too many. Like, I don't want to work with a lot of just rappers all the time neither. I want to work with like people who make all kinds of stuff. And so
what's the genre you really want to jump into that you'd be like, whoa?
Damn. Well, I think I like to think that sometimes I'm very R&B and soul inspired. So I don't want to say that because I feel like I'm already in that.
For sure.
A little bit. I want to incorporate like some out of pocket, like island or like otherworldly kind of flow to make some newer stuff. I haven't fully branched out yet.
We're gonna get it.
I want to get some overseas vibes going. But I also like, I think it would only be right just because my granny, she grew up listening to a lot of like country and stuff. So I kind of want to just try. Like see if I can make anything that would sound like good country, but also soul, hip hop, R&B, rap. I don't know. I want to figure that out.
T-Pain and Taylor Holder are doing
a little
right
bit,
now, so,
a little bit, but I want to do it like in my own way. That's
for sure.
You know,
hell yeah. Okay. Where we at? What have you learned about yourself in this whole industry?
What have I learned about myself? I think, dang, that's a really good question.
Take your time.
What have I learned about myself? I don't want to like just sit here and say like what I'm good at or
I mean,
what I'm bad at, what I brag about.
Boast about yourself.
What I learned is just like how much I have to keep my ears open, I think, like, and my eyes open. A lot of times in the beginning stages, I was very like self-centered, I think.
Okay.
I think over time I learned that about myself.
Okay.
And not like in a terrible way. I just think it was like an oblivious self-centerism.
Yeah.
Like I was just walking around like, oh, everything is gonna work out because I'm Ruggo and I'm me and shit will just
I'm good.
work,
I can
right?
do what I want.
But after a while I realized like other people, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, duh, right? But a lot of other people really, really know what they're talking about. To get me out of feeling like I knew it all, you really have to be knowing what you're talking about.
Right.
Because I'm, like, listening now. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that I had to learn and implement moving forward. Even just, like, I don't want to say recently. I mean, like, growing up when... No, you're good. When you seen me at this stage to now, like, it's been a lot of that because...
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I think feeling and knowing that you're right about what you know, that's a strength too, because you can't compromise your entire identity and sound to somebody else's opinions or suggestions.
You were on a couple of magazines, you've done a couple of ciphers, and you got a whole article written about you. So from young rugged?
Yeah, young rugged.
So you were rugged and not Ruggo.
Yeah, Ruggo was just like the short version.
Okay,
that's
wait
what people
a second.
started saying.
So why change?
Well, because after a while, like, that was just a different version of me being so young. And I think, like, if you listen to the music coming out at that stage, you'd understand that that's, like, a completely different artist.
Okay.
But not in a bad way. It was just, like, that was a different part of my journey.
Uh-huh.
And then the name kind of changed a couple times. It was Rugged, Young Rugged, then just evolved to Ruggo because it was shorter. It was easier to say, more convenient. And I think, like, at the time, there was a major shift in, I guess, my style happening. And I was, like, incorporating more different elements. Yeah. So, I don't know. Ruggo just kind of stuck.
He grew up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were on Underground, and you're featured in there as well. And then One, I've never actually heard of that. So kind of talk about One.
Which
the
one?
magazine.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the We On magazine, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's one like that, but it's called We On. And they put me on their magazine at a young age because I think they just really saw the potential in what we were doing. Like, me and Pops was always doing this. Like, what you guys see now isn't really anything new. It's just probably being a lot more covered now.
Okay.
Like, we've always been doing the same shit. So in the beginning stage, like, when we were making songs, we were sending them off to people. And we were sending, like, EPKs and, hey, come get this guy. You said what? Yeah, so they're this is a magazine out of New York called We On. And so we were just kind of sharing a lot of info, music, all this kind of stuff with people everywhere. And they were the first, I guess, real ones to kind of pick us up. Okay. And be like, all right, let's put them on the cover and write about them. So that was I think they did 2.
Oh, tight.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
I think they did 2, but the second one was just a inside page. It wasn't a cover.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That's dope though. So what is your sauce? Because you don't really do like the gimmicks. You're not on TikTok like trying to do the trendy stuff. Like, what's your sauce of your success?
Damn, I haven't really, like, I don't know. I don't think too much of that. I like to think that the secret ingredient sometimes is nothing. Okay. Like, if you just be doing what you're doing, you're gonna do it your own way anyway. Like, not anyone could do the same thing the same as somebody else. Okay. You know, so we're all gonna have our own style of doing it. My sauce is kind of just staying me. Like, I'm not Ruggo all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm Ryan when I go home. I'm myself when I go home. And so when I incorporate that into my music, sometimes I think my fans get to see that. Yeah. And so that's part of the sauce, if you want to call it, the pizzazz, the whatever. Yeah. But that's kind of, like, I guess some advice I want to put out there too to other artists is that you don't really have to do too much. Like, if you're on the TikTok, that's cool. If you're doing the, like, look at me attention stuff on the internet, all right. But
good for you.
if you're a music maker, you're just gonna make music. If you're a rapper, you're just gonna rap. If you're a producer, you're just gonna produce. And you can incorporate other things on the outside, but like stay really honed in on what you're good at doing or what you want to get good at doing, because you're gonna get recognized for it. Okay. Regardless. There's this dude at the studio a while back, OG from neighborhood, or not the neighborhood. His name was Lil Cuete. I don't know too much where he's from.
We'll cut it out.
Anyway.
We'll cut it out.
The homie said, you can't deny divine creation.
Yeah.
And so when you start to see now how long you're doing it, and when people are doing too much, you don't need to do too much. Just do what you're doing, because you can't deny that.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I mean? Stay honed in on what you do.
Yeah. And
the rest will come. It'll build itself.
That's the advice from Ruggo, y'all. Yep. Yeah. So we're going to have some rapid fire questions for you real quick.
All right.
So I just kind of switched it up because I was like, let me find some like crazy stuff to, not crazy, but different. So let's just start off with, what do you think is the best TV show theme song of all time?
TV show theme song?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, when I grew up with my granny a lot, like she would watch a lot of Judge Judy, bro. So that got stuck in my head, like Judge Judy themes, dun dun,
yeah,
dun dun dun, like. Or I don't know if that's Judge Judy or People's Court, whatever one, but one of them court ones that it just got stuck in my head forever, and I don't know. I should probably flip that because it's pretty hard.
Okay, so but, because some people are like, oh, like One-on-One, their theme song, or like the Proud Family or something like that. Like, do you
like art, like cartoon kind of?
I mean, cartoon or TV,
or like younger. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
I grew up watching a lot of like Drake and Josh.
Okay.
Drake and Josh had a good
theme
song. I don't know who wrote it. I think Drake wrote that probably. That was a good one that got stuck in my head a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
Damn.
I don't care what you guys think. I love Drake.
Yeah, he was dope. Yeah. That whole era was dope.
Hell yeah.
That show was phenomenal.
Okay.
What's another show that I really thought had a good theme song? I didn't watch a lot of TV.
It's
I'm
okay.
trying to think off the top of my head. Oh, Ed and Eddie was funny. They had a good one.
Yeah.
They had a good one.
I just like randomly always like catch myself singing like the That's So Raven theme song and stuff, or like all that, like randomly at work. So I'm just wondering, like, I
think that's kind of like, for me, it's a hard pull in my head because it's a distant memory. Like, I haven't watched TV in forever.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb has a good one.
Yeah.
But that's
shout
just
out to Phineas and Ferb.
That's always in constant rotation just because we're Phineas and Ferb fans. I grew up watching that a lot. And the jobs that I've had, it's just been on playing. So Phineas and Ferb definitely got stuck.
Shout out to Phineas and Ferb.
A lot too.
Where's your favorite place to be outside of the studio? Because you already said that.
To be. Damn, we're always driving a lot, so I like to be on the road just because it's like I don't have to feel like I'm doing anything. Like when I'm other places, I feel like I have to be engaged or like understanding of the thing that's happening. But when we're in the car, that's a good place to be for me because I get to eat, I get to smoke, I get to listen to music.
Just vibe.
Yeah, and then figure out what the next like idea or move is. A lot of my best ideas come from in the car, I like to think, because I'm just on the road thinking like, all right, what could I do next?
Yeah.
There's something about just seeing an open road and moving that makes you, I don't know.
Go into your creative
I guess that's kind of a weird answer, but
that's good. I mean, some people, they like being like in showers and shit. So yeah, understandable. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
On my Mount Rushmore of hip hop. Okay, so this is personal to me.
Go, only about you, right?
So do not slander me. Nip for sure.
Okay.
Nip has to be number one face.
Course.
Second face for me. I mentioned him earlier. It's gonna have to be Cole.
Okay.
I want to go old school. I want to put someone who I listen to that's older that influenced me.
Take your time.
You know who's a good one? I don't mention him too often, but I think I get a lot of influence from T.I.
Okay.
Only because at the time, that era was like, I was really growing up in that time. That was kind of what was playing a lot. So I think subconsciously, I emulated a lot of T.I. So T.I. has to be on Mount Rushmore.
For sure. He doesn't get a lot of love like he should.
For sure.
T.I. was king of the South. I don't care what nobody says.
And then, let's see. I'm trying to think of who else that I really like that's still around, pretty active. I like a lot of Vince Staples' music.
Yeah, okay.
And he's pretty Mount Rushmore artist.
I love
worthy.
him.
So that would have to be Nip, Cole, T.I., and Vince for me. Only because I don't think there's really anyone too much better.
Yeah. There you
go. At least in my generation that I thought coming forward, like, they were always the top four for me.
Yeah. I like your answer because it's not the typical like, oh, Tupac, Biggie, Kendrick.
Yeah, I kind of want to think a little outside the box because like everyone's always gonna say that kind of same shit. Or like,
for sure.
Who was up there at the time? But for me personally, it has to be that because I think my style kind of is surrounded by theirs a little bit.
Yeah, I prefer that answer. So for sure. Favorite movie of all time?
Damn, that's kind of hard. I watch a lot of movies. I want to say Fearless.
Okay, what's that?
Jet Li.
Oh, you watch a lot of kung fu movies?
Hugh Ja. Can you go grab it from me real fast, please?
It's old.
I have a lot of favorite movies, but I just want to say this one because I think this one taught me how to be Ruggo a little bit. Let me get that.
Oh, snap.
I don't know if you've ever seen this.
I have not. I have not seen
Crazy. Yeah. So Jet Li is a martial art stuntman, performer, extraordinaire, crazy guy.
Shout out
with
Jet
all
Li.
the swords, nunchucks, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like, this takes place in China back in like I think the 1800s or 1900s. And he's just like a martial artist, like a dude who's always trying to fight and get into the ring and like be one of them guys who gets the notoriety from it. But his story from front to back, like he loses everything doing what he loves, and it's just crazy, bro. If y'all know about the movie, go watch the movie.
Go watch it. I love Jet Li, but I've not seen that. This will
redefine the idea of like what a champion really is to you, because I think a lot of times people just glorify when people are winning. But this guy struggled, like lost it all, and then came back still out the gate, like swinging, fighting, winning shit. So that's some champion. Yeah, this was really
shout out Jet Li,
something for me. And
Hell
then, I don't know. I want to say like Spider-Man too, just because. You know, I grew up on Spider-Man, but those would be my top two.
So, hey, if you could talk to one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive? Dang, that's kind of crazy right now because now you're giving me like options.
Yeah, like, for sure. For sure.
I'm trying to think historically, who would be a cool dead person to talk to? Like somebody smart. I wanna know things that people probably don't know nowadays that would be like known information back then. I would want to talk to like people who understand space.
Okay.
Or like, I don't know, like Nikola Tesla or something.
Okay. Like somebody that went out there and all that stuff.
Like all of that. Like new things that not a lot of people knew. Because, that's something that I want to tap into. But alive now, shit. I kind of want to see what like, I don't know, Jack Sparrow's on. What's Johnny Depp doing?
Oh, Johnny Depp. Yeah, what are you doing with your life right now?
He draws. I remember hearing or seeing this story that some dude on a private jet seen that Johnny Depp left his book there or whatever, and then his drawings was in there, and like how creative he still is and imaginative at this older age. It's dope. He really nurtures his inner child, and I like that. So his perspective is something I'd like to pick.
Okay, shout out to Johnny Depp. I did not know he draws. What?
Yeah, he's an amazing artist. I've seen some of those. So it's pretty crazy.
Okay, last question. What hill are you willing to die on? This is going to be my new favorite question. Actually.
What hill am I willing to die on? Cici's getting deep with these questions.
This is my favorite question now. Because people be like,
what's a hill? And I'm really willing to stand on with a machine gun and be like, nah. I mean, it's corny, it's cheesy, but dude, my family, I really like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything like people who really have your back. And family doesn't really just mean one thing that I think a lot of people think off the surface. You know, family is really people who support and fuck with you and have your back and are willing to put themselves on the front line for you. If they're gonna do that, then why not? You know, like I'm gonna be on that hill dying for them too. I don't give a fuck. Wrong or right. Like this is my family. They supported me. Do it all. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. Is loyalty to my family.
Let me ask you this then, because I feel like when I ask that question, a lot of people are gonna think in that perspective. Like I mean, like in a serious note, but I mean like. Is there like a conspiracy theory that you believe in or something?
Oh, like that kind of shit?
Yeah.
All right. Let me think.
Yeah. That was a nice answer though. We're gonna keep it.
You.
Yeah,
Thank you.
For sure. Shout out to the family.
Because I wanted to give you a real perspective from that. I think, but of like a hill to die on something that was like maybe far fetched. I don't know. I like to believe that. I don't know. Maybe the moon isn't real. Like you gotta think about these things, right? Like. why do we have one sun and one moon, and why are they the same size? Like, this shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, who put the moon there? If one of them had to be there first,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Who put what where?
Right.
I don't think the moon's real, and that's probably something that I'd be like, like I want to go figure out what's up
crazy.
there.
I've never heard that.
If they've only been there a couple times, right, and we haven't seen the backside of it's dark back there.
I think it rotates.
We
rotate.
It might be a giant fucking like alien base or something. You never
with
know. You'd never know. So
the moon's not real, y'all.
The moon's not real. It's made up.
Look,
it's
don't know what to tell.
Hollow on the inside.
It's just here. I'm here. I'm here for your conspiracy. Okay.
Yeah, it glows up on the inside. Yeah.
Listen and don't judge.
It's a giant disco ball.
It's just here for fun, shits and gigs.
It's the Death Star.
Okay, so last segment of the show. Cici. Of course, we went through this before.
Oh, okay. I get to ask some questions.
We're gonna do 3 again. Yes, because last time was really funny.
Last time I kind of took forever, but I forgot what I asked.
It's okay. I didn't.
Okay, could you want to remind me?
I just remember one of them because your dad asked me to take it off. It's about like white chocolate. Your dad was like, "Take that out." I was like, "Okay."
I forgot about that. That was funny. Wow,
was hilarious. Boop, boop. All right, so
let's see. Okay, being that you're from out of the area, like in the outskirts, like we are, what do you think of this area? Like, how's this valley? Did you get to drive through the whole thing, or just the area that we kind of told you?
I just followed my maps because I don't know where I'm going.
Well, do you know much about the AV? Dang, so I can't even really ask that question.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I've driven up here to Antelope Valley College once when my friend was out here, and then this is like my third.
All right, then I'll just ask another simple rebuttal question. Okay. I'll let him.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
you're good.
Go ahead,
you're
do
good.
your thing. One of my questions for you would be, who's your what was I gonna say? One of my questions for you would be, who's on your Mount Rushmore, for you, hip hop wise?
Hip hop,
and don't give me like
no
one of those answers that's regular that everyone's gonna say. Like, absolutely not. Get immersive. Tell me who you would listen to.
Okay, dang. Okay, Mount Rushmore. I mean, it is cheese corny, but Nicki Minaj for sure. Oh, okay. So yeah. Got to say her name first.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Nicki Minaj.
See, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. When you ask the same question back, sometimes you really have to think about it. Nicki, I like the Nicki answer though, because in female perspective, like, she probably doesn't get enough, like how we said about T.I. Talk.
She doesn't. She does, but she doesn't, because a lot of people are like.
She definitely created and shifted a lane for a lot of people though, so you gotta respect that. Hell yeah. Mount Rushmore type for sure. Hell.
So Nicki, Eminem. Okay, so Eminem, hip hop.
I think I may have asked this the last time too.
Did you? Shit.
Yeah, because you saying Eminem reminds me of something I said back. I'm true.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. Okay, yeah. So Nicki, Eminem. Can we count Chris Brown as hip hop? Or since he was ready? Y'all know
I would let you.
You know how I am.
But like, there's a little too much singing and dancing for that to be hip hop, you know?
Okay.
Like, I don't want to knock that. Like, that's awesome. But
he's my favorite rapper. All right. So yeah, Nicki,
he can
Eminem.
Rap, though. I've heard him rap.
Thank you. I be telling people he's really a rapper.
So I don't want to knock that neither. All right. If he's on your Mount Rushmore, I'll give you that. I'll give you that because he's a rapper.
Okay. All right. For those that won't accept it, whatever. And probably. I'm trying to think because I'm really bad with names, to be honest with you. But Clips, because both of them, and Tyler the Creator. So take Chris Brown out. Tyler the Creator and
Chris
Clips
Brown,
as one,
you've been
for sure.
sacked.
I love you, but
yeah,
I had to think about that real quick because first off, I just got onto Tyler the Creator like maybe 2 years ago, and I really went into him this year, but I went back and listened to his catalog, and this man is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's
and
dope.
People are not giving him enough love, and he's a little out there.
He's one of them examples where we was talking about like why like, do West Coast rappers need to be Westy or like need to have a West Coast anthem? They don't.
Yeah, they
and
don't.
Tyler's a good example. Same thing with like Earl Sweatshirt or like a lot of people in his crew.
Yeah,
they're not too like West Coast, but you still know where the fuck they're from based off of how they rap.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. So shout out.
Tyler's dope. Shout out Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I didn't really listen to a lot of him growing up, but. I knew of a lot of things that I've heard of his that were really good.
Yeah, for sure.
I think his energy is everything also. Like
what?
On
that
camera,
make you perform
on TV,
his ass off.
everywhere, on stage. Like, he always comes with a Tyler energy that I don't think anyone else could do.
And the fact that he's an asshole just makes it, and he's funny. Like,
But that's always been, like, he's always been that way. When you see the early videos of him in, like, high school being a fucking
Odd Future
like,
and shit.
Crazy and shit. You gotta be like, damn.
Yeah.
I respect that because he stayed this way forever.
Exactly. So Nicki, Eminem, Tyler the Creator, and Clips.
There you go.
That's one. Okay. Right. Boom. Woo. We got through it, guys.
Let's see. What's another question? Quick fire question for Cici. What would be your if your car isn't already? What would be your dream car to roll around in? Like,
that's definitely not it. My dream car. Like a 92 like Mustang with a phone in it.
Damn, okay.
Like one of them old school ones you seen on like freaking
some GTA Vice City shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those. And I want the phone. The phone has to be in it. Like, yeah. So yeah, definitely like a 92 Mustang for sure. And it has to be red.
That? Like what's the specifics behind the phone in it? That's just
because
some nostalgia
it's just,
shit.
Yeah, it's just like it's like first off, I feel like that should have stayed. Like I get it, people couldn't like talk, but they still can't even have their handless or whatever it is, their GPS and all that shit still can't drive.
I guess.
So I don't know. It's like it's a nostalgia, but I feel like that's just something like that was like the coolest shit in the world. So having an actual whole ass phone corded in the middle,
I can accept that. I see that. I see why you say that.
So yeah, definitely 92 Mustang.
It's like how the 2000s kids had the TVs in the back seat.
Yeah,
heads. Like it was like, damn, we get to watch fucking Ice Age. Yeah.
Why we go to the grocery store?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, yeah, hell yeah.
All right, I can see that. That's what's up. Let me see. What's another good question for Cici?
Yeah, it's the last one. Make it good. Those were good though. Those were good questions.
Yeah,
they're fun.
Don't interject.
Look, he's like brewing right now. Shout out to Pops.
Make it a good question, but I do want to make it a good question though. So I don't want to ask no bullshit neither. I want to think like.
Take your time. Take your time.
I'll ask something that's a little like to your career and what you do. Like, what made you want to start Open Book with Cici, and what's kept you going?
Okay, so yeah, keep me going is a good question. But what started like my brother got me started. He like a long time ago. I used to actually work in a school where they had a TV show or TV production. And so I used to be like a floor manager, and we had a news show and all that stuff. So that kind of got me into like the industry. But when it came to podcasting, that's like when it was only audio and everybody was doing audio. Yeah. And my brother was like, you know, you have a voice or whatever for radio, because honestly, radio is actually my end game. So he was like, yeah, you should just start doing podcasts and all that stuff, because people are like, you're funny and you like to talk and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's what got me started. And then my boys over in at Mad Studios in Victorville, shout out to y'all.
Shout out.
They gave me like a little studio area to just always come and work, and you know, I paid them a little bit and they just let me use the studio for as long as I want. And then it just kind of came into this whole situation. But what keeps me going, honestly, is like, you ever notice like you be doing stuff and then you be like, I've done too much to stop. Like, like I can't just stop. Like, I've thought plenty of times, because I'm like, people aren't like sharing, like people don't give a fuck, no one's liking my posts anyway. Like, people want to be on the show, but then it's like no one really gives a fuck after I do the interview. So it's kind of like, what's the point in all of this? But honestly, I just sit back and I think about everything, and I'm just like, girl, all the money you've invested, the connections you made, it's not gonna happen right now. Like, calm down.
The point
You're good.
Is for you to just keep going, to see it slowly pay back.
It has to.
And then I asked my dad this a lot, that even if it doesn't pay back, or there's no giant like success that comes to you that you think is gonna happen, like, are you still gonna do what you do? And the answer was you love doing it, so why would you stop regardless? You know.
And that's another thing too, because at one point, you know, we all go through like our depression stage and stuff like that. So at one point I was just like, I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Anything. But then I realized how bored I was, and my life was just like, ugh. Like my kids are older now. Like they're in high school, so it's like it's not like I gotta sit here and watch them all the time. Like I'm single, so it's like I need to do something. Like I need to go out, and I need to meet, and I need to talk. So then once I got back into like the motion of it, I was like, oh my God, I love it here. So I was like, as long as I don't stop again for that amount of time, I'll be fine.
Well, that's good. It got you back into just like being more out.
Yeah,
and
exactly. So, and then I just like being at events too and just connecting with people. So
that's what's up.
Yeah. Boom.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, those were great questions. Shout out to Ruggo. Okay.
Hey,
yes.
Appreciate y'all. One Way Studios. Thank you for pulling up.
One Way Studios guys out here. Do you let people come and record, or is this your personal?
It's personal.
Okay, so
I don't really let too many people pull up, but like all the homies know where it's at, so they kind of just pull up. And
so just for the homies,
too.
But you know, One Way Studios out here, Swift Records Publishing Productions.
Swift Records Publishing.
Swift Records Publishing.
Yep.
Pops in the background. Of course, we're gonna have him there. You know what I mean? No matter what, when you see Ruggo, you're gonna see Pops.
Yep.
And make sure y'all catch us. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people?
Google Ruggo, #1. 2, Don't Stop with my guy Mars on Even Biz 9/12/25. Coming soon everywhere else on all platforms, but the Don't Stop does not stop, and we will have that single out for y'all everywhere on 9/12 as well.
That's actually a great transition from what we were just talking about. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Do not stop. I mean, I think that was kind of the whole point of that project too.
Right.
Side note, I don't.
Go ahead. No,
but
we're doing it.
Like with Ruggo being One Way, keep it moving, all that kind of stuff. Mars saying don't stop.
Yeah.
Just boom, and made itself right. It like brand aligned it so well, so we just went forward with it. So
there we go. Don't stop, y'all. Coming out this Friday on the 12th. This is gonna come after that, but it doesn't matter. Make sure you go to Even and support. Okay, purchase, because I'm gonna be purchasing. I already got 2 favorite songs on there. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. It's your girl Cici. We'll catch y'all next time.
Yep.
Peace.